You know that moment when you think, well, this can't possibly get worse, and then the universe laughs and says, hold my beer? Yeah, that was my wedding day. And before you roll your eyes, no, this isn't one of those Bridezilla rants. I'm actually the opposite. I'm the kind of person who shrugs when Starbucks gives me almond milk instead of oat. My fiancé, now husband, somehow still, used to call me chill to the point of negligence. But even I lost it when my neighbor literally hijacked my wedding photographer. Let me back up. So I live in this quiet, suburban neighborhood outside of Columbus, Ohio. The kind of place where everyone waves, but secretly hates each other's lawn decorations. My fiancé and I had been planning our wedding for over a year. We're not fancy people. Target runs feel like mini vacations, so our wedding was supposed to be simple. Backyard vibe, barbecue buffet, local band, and a photographer my cousin recommended named Hannah. Hannah was perfect. She had this chill, artsy vibe, wore Converse to all her shoots, and didn't make you feel like you were posing for Sears in 1997. We hit it off immediately. Enter my neighbor from hell. Her name is Tracy. And if your brain just pictured a woman with aggressively highlighted hair, neon pink nails that click-clack like castanets, and a tendency to one-up everyone at the block barbecue, congratulations, you know Tracy. Tracy has 3 kids, a husband named Greg, we'll come back to Greg, oh boy, and a constant need to brag about her life, like she's filming a reality show no one asked for. When she found out we were getting married, she suddenly got super interested in my plans. Oh my God, backyard weddings are suin' right now, she said, sipping her iced coffee in my driveway like she was auditioning for Real Housewives of Ohio. Yeah, I shrugged. Just keeping it simple. Simple? That's cute. We did a destination wedding in Cabo. 70 guests. My dress was custom. Greg cried harder than I did. Cool, Tracy. Nobody asked. But then she asked about my vendors. And like an idiot, I told her about Hannah, my photographer. Flash forward to my wedding morning. The sky is perfect, not a cloud in sight. I'm in my robe, sipping mimosas with my bridesmaids when Hannah texts me. Hey, running a little behind, but don't worry. Be there soon, smiling face with smiling eyes. No problem. Totally normal. Weddings are chaotic. Except an hour passes, then another. And Hannah is still not there. My stomach's doing Olympic-level flips at this point. I'm sweating through my silk robe. My maid of honor, Jess, is trying to calm me down by shoving Costco croissants in my face. Finally, Hannah calls me, and her words nearly make me drop my phone into my mimosa. So, funny story. Your neighbor Tracy told me she was coordinating the wedding schedule. She said portraits were moved to her backyard? I've been here for like 45 minutes, waiting. I sprint to the window. Sure enough, across the street, I can see Hannah standing on Tracy's lawn, camera in hand, while Tracy is literally posing her family like they're on the cover of Better Homes and Gardens. Her kids are in matching outfits. Greg is holding their golden retriever like Simba in The Lion King. And Tracy is working the camera like she's at the freaking Oscars. I swear I blacked out from rage for a solid 3 seconds. I stomped across the street in slippers and curlers, looking like an escaped mental patient, and yelled, Tracy, what the hell are you doing? She jumped like I'd caught her robbing a bank. Oh, don't freak out, she said, waving her nails at me. I just thought since Hannah was already here, we could squeeze in a few family shots. You know, neighbor discount. Meanwhile, Hannah looks at me like, do you want me to keep shooting or call 911? I grab Hannah, gently, but with the strength of a woman who has just discovered her wedding day being stolen, and march her back across the street. Tracy actually had the audacity to shout after me. Make sure she gets my good side. My good side, Tracy? Your whole life is your good side. Okay, so photographer crisis kind of averted. But it set off this domino effect. Because Hannah was behind schedule, she didn't get half the getting ready shots I wanted. My mom was panicking about her eyeliner. Just spilled orange juice on her dress. And then, just as I thought we were back on track, Greg shows up. Yes, Tracy's husband. At MY wedding. And not just casually. He shows up wearing a suit that screamed, I borrowed this from Men's Warehouse 5 minutes ago, holding a wrapped box the size of a microwave. Hey, congrats, guys. Tracy couldn't make it, she's not feeling well. Thought I'd drop by instead. Oh, Tracy's not feeling well, huh? Probably exhausted from her unauthorized photo shoot. I didn't want drama. Fine. Greg could stay for the barbecue portion. Whatever. Big mistake. Fast forward. Ceremony's done. We're at the reception, under a big white tent with fairy lights. Everyone's eating pulled pork sandwiches and mac and cheese. The vibes are good again. Then Hannah pulls me aside. She looks pale. So, I think I accidentally caught something on camera you might want to see. She shows me her camera screen. It's Greg. With another woman. At my wedding. Like, full-on making out behind the beer truck while his microwave-sized gift sits abandoned on a picnic table. And not just any woman. My coworker. From Target. At this point, my brain short-circuited. Do I cause a scene? Do I let it slide? Do I just pretend I didn't see Greg playing tonsil hockey with a woman whose name tag literally said Samantha yesterday? Spoiler, I did not let it slide. Because 15 minutes later, during the speeches, Hannah projects a photo slideshow onto the tent screen. Cute childhood photos, engagement pics, and then BM. There's Greg. Mid-makeout. Tongue Olympics. In 4K. The crowd gasps like we're on a daytime talk show. Tracy's kids start crying. My mom chokes on her Chardonnay. And me? I just sit there, sipping champagne, thinking, well, at least it's not my husband. Greg stumbles out, red-faced, screaming about privacy at a wedding in public with a camera literally pointed at him. Tracy shows up halfway through the chaos, screeching like a banshee about how I humiliated her family. Lady, your husband humiliated your family. My photographer just pressed play. So yeah, that's how my neighbor stole my wedding photographer, lost her husband in 4K, and accidentally turned my wedding reception into a live episode of Jerry Springer. The photos went viral. Hannah posted one on her professional Instagram, with my blessing, and it blew up. She's booked solid for the next 2 years. Greg and Tracy? Divorced within 3 months. And me? Every time someone asks how married life is, I just say, well, the wedding was unforgettable. And trust me, no one argues with that.